In today's video, you're going to get to see a beautiful 1960. Hello everybody and welcome to Classic Car ChitChat. My name is Kevin. I'm thrilled you're joining me again today. Today I have the pleasure of introducing you to a gentleman. His name is Dieter. Dieter is a bit of a Plymouth Fury collector, and it's easy to understand why, and you'll see a lot more of him. Dieter owns a gorgeous 1960 Plymouth Fury. This is the two-door hardtop version of the car. It is top of the line and it's in this gorgeous black color, very presidential looking, as you'll see. It has fender skirts too. It also has the sport deck on the back of the car, which people often refer to as the toilet seat. So without further ado, let's hop in, let's go for a drive, let's check out this gorgeous 1960 Plymouth Fury. Wow, Dieter, can you rev the engine for me, sir? Oh, fantastic. And honk the horn. Beautiful. Come on out, sir. Turn her off. Wow, Dieter. I'm lost for words. Tell me what this is.
Well, it's a 1960 Fury, two-door hardtop. And it's got quite a few options on it.
Oh my goodness. Is this basically the top of the line? This is all the bells and whistles?
60 Fury was top of the line in 1960. Yeah, and then the options. There's only two options that it doesn't have. It doesn't have air conditioning and it doesn't have power windows.
Really?
Everything else it's got power steering, brakes. This is optional. This bar, and then there's the stainless steel on the side is optional. The fender skirts.
Look at the logo and everything, Dieter.
Yeah.
Hey, Dieter, what are these half...
Oh, they're just
What are they called, though? Is there a name?
I don't know what they're called.
But they do look cool.
They used to have them way back in the 60s. People put them on their cars to add a little more glitz.
For sure.
It was on the car when I bought it, so I just left them there.
I love them. I think it looks...
They're called half moons or something.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this car is extraordinary. Look at the wing on the back of this thing.
Yeah, and...
Oh my God, Dieter. This beauty turns heads, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. It really gets a lot of attention.
My God. Wow. It is just magnificent. Look at this. What's this called? You had a funny name for it.
Sport deck.
Sport deck.
Sport deck, yeah.
And some people call it?
The toilet seat.
The toilet seat. Wow.
A lot of people ask, is there a spare tire under there? I go, no.
It's just decorative, isn't it?
The spare tire's inside, yeah.
Beautiful. Look at the chrome on this thing. My, oh my.
A lot of chrome.
Just magnificent.
Chrome and stainless.
How long have you had this car?
This is 2002, about 30 years.
30 years.
Pretty close, maybe 28, 30 years, yeah. I bought it in the early 90s.
Look at the size of the windshield as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or the rear shield.
The
window.
rear window.
Yeah.
But it's tinted usually up to here.
Wow.
But when you're sitting in the back, you know, the sun shines down on you.
And there's no B pillar either. Oh,
No.
it's just fantastic, Dieter. And you've got the fender skirt thing going. It's just, man, oh man, oh man. You're not selling her though, are you?
No.
No. Okay, that was a very fast response.
Not yet. The day will come when I'll have to sell it, I guess, when I get too old or whatever.
Oh, you're a young man.
Yeah.
What's a Golden Commando?
Well, it's the optional motor. It's a Golden Commando power. It's a 361 cubic inch.
Wow.
And the standard was, they came with a Slant-Six as well.
Did they really?
And then they had the 318, which is the same motor as in some of my other cars. And then the 361 was the Golden Commando.
Dude, I love this thing. The detail, even the side mirrors here.
Oh yeah,
Look at the design of this.
Everything is like sort of aerodynamic and.
Man, oh man, the curved glass. Oh,
Curved
look at
glass.
that. There's actually a curve at the top.
Yeah, well, they
as
call this a bubble window, so 'cause it goes like that.
Wow.
And
Oh, I am speechless. So, this is the car you got this again. You've restored it, or this is the way it was?
it was. The body was pretty good the way I got it, and I've had to do on one side on the rear post a couple of years ago. I had to get it repaired on. There was some rust showing, and but most of the work I've done is like mechanical stuff, brakes. I had the transmission rebuilt. Again, it had power brakes. I put power steering in it, and.
Whoa, hang on a second. It didn't have power steering out of the factory like this?
No, it didn't, believe it or not.
For something this size?
Yeah, all those cars were like, they was always optional.
Wow.
And then
You'd get a proper workout just trying to make a turn.
Oh, I know, it was tough. It had power brakes, but so anyway, I put the power steering in, and then I put the square steering wheel. That's an option. That's called the aero wheel.
I'm coming to that one. I just had a little sneak at that
We'll
thing.
do the interior stuff after.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love this. The fender skirts are just clips?
Yeah,
I'm
they just
assuming?
just click on.
Look at this. I love everything about it. The detail on this car. I just love the rear end of this thing. My oh my, Dieter. The word that comes to mind, and I said it to you before, very presidential-like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're saying it's a little bit famous. It was in a movie.
Yeah.
So which was that?
The movie?
Yeah.
It's called The Kennedys. It was probably filmed around sometime in the mid to late 90s. And it was filmed in Toronto. And
they used this actual car?
they used this actual car.
Wow.
And for one of them, I had 3 cars in that movie.
No.
Yeah.
What were the other ones?
It was a 61, similar to the one that's downstairs, the white one.
Okay.
But it wasn't a white one, it was a cream color. I don't have that car anymore.
Right.
And the 62,
Which is tucked away back there.
the one with
yeah.
which
we'll get to.
It was in the movie as well. So I had 3
Wow.
cars in the movie, and they come in. I drove this one down. They picked one up on a flatbed, but because when they do a movie like that takes place in the 60s,
Yeah.
they have to have period correct cars.
Right.
So they look for all the cars that fit, and then
yeah.
and then they park them along the street, and this one they happened to use as one of the features. The other cars were just parked along the street.
So this one they actually drove in the movie.
Not much. They just kind of around
Okay,
the corner,
enough to
around the
make a
corner,
shot.
and
Okay.
then in front of I forget the name of the mafia, Joe somebody. It was parked. It was a mansion in North York, someplace that
Right.
was being used, and it was parked like in the circular driveway when they were doing a shot there.
So I'm going to have to check out this movie, The
Yeah.
Kennedys, right?
Yeah.
Shot in Toronto. Amazing. This is just a magnificent car, Peter. It's just a joy. The car has so much presence. Wow. It takes your breath away a bit.
Yeah, but since I've had this, I've driven it over 50 or 60,000 miles.
Really?
That I've driven it. I've driven this car to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
For an event there, and I've driven it to Carlisle, Pennsylvania quite a few times.
Good for you.
And Frankenmuth in Michigan.
Yeah. The Christmas Village.
Yeah. They have a car show there in the fall.
This must be a blast to drive on the highway.
Oh, it is very comfortable, very smooth.
My gosh. Can we take a look at the engine that drives this beast?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the Golden Commando.
The Golden Commando.
395. That stands for foot-pounds of torque. It's a 361 cubic inch.
My God.
It's just your standard big block Chrysler motor that they've used for years. They first came out in '58, I think, with this style of motor.
Tried and tested. It works so well. Why change it?
Yeah. Well, it was 350 was the first year in '58 or 58 or '59, and then they switched it to 361, and then later on it became a 383.
Fabulous.
And so on.
Now, you didn't repaint the car, did you?
No, I didn't repaint the car. I didn't even have any of this apart. I just, I
just do basic maintenance.
just cleaned it up a bit, and
Wow.
I've had the radiator record, and just basic maintenance.
I like your little extra bug screen there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was a feature with the car?
No,
Or did you fashion
I
this?
put that in
Oh,
there.
you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, being a tool and die maker.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a little strip of metal here and some
Yes.
bugs, because always the bugs get into
Oh,
that.
yeah, drive you insane.
And they get up here too, the fan throws them up.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there's bugs in there.
That's just a beautiful machine.
I mean, this car's been driven. It's not a showroom.
It's not a show
It's
car,
not a
but it's
museum
a
car.
fun car,
It's
yes.
driven, right? And
Look at it though, the design on this thing. Dieter, I just, how can you not love these things? I could have sworn when I first kind of glimpsed it, I thought, oh, is that an Edsel? But it's not. It's a Plymouth. Beautiful. How much space in the trunk? It's got to be huge.
oh yeah,
Being a mafia kind of car, enough for a couple of dead bodies, I would imagine.
yeah,
Oh, it is a big size.
yeah. And there's the regular spare tire.
And the California Duster, never leave home without it.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the original cover that would have been there?
No, it's something similar.
Similar, okay.
I bought a bunch of them. A guy was getting rid of some inventory, so I bought one. Because this was designed for a car that had the spare tire up
Oh,
there,
back
so it
there,
had the little
yes.
hook there. I've got a few different ones that I've bought over the years,
Just lovely.
and but you can buy all that interior stuff. There's a couple of companies in the U.S. that reproduce all this stuff.
What's in between here? Is that insulation?
Nothing. It's just insulation. Yeah.
So you even put it there.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
there's the bolts that hold
The thingy. What did you call it again?
sport deck.
Sport deck, yes.
Hold the sport.
Wow.
And that sport deck, believe it or not, is like when I got it was on the car when I got it,
Yeah.
and then this part here and this part was the original, but it was very faded and there was water stains on it because it had been outdoors for all these years.
Right.
So about 2 years ago, a friend of mine happened to come across a brand new one of these in a box.
No.
Brand new. in a
Wow,
box.
never been touched.
Never
Okay.
been- so I didn't use the black part. It was still on the car, but I took the two trim pieces and put them on.
Oh my
Took the other
God.
ones off, and that's happened to me twice.
Really? Okay.
I had the same thing happen with my '59.
Okay.
I found a
Tucked away there,
brand
yes.
new one in a box,
Wow.
and it replaced the original.
The gods were shining,
Yeah.
looking down on you on
But
that
that's
day.
something you can walk around a swap meet
Wow.
for years and never come across one. It's just one of those things. All of a sudden, there it is. Somebody dug it out of an old warehouse.
So I noticed on the back of the car, it just says Plymouth. That's the only thing, but no particular, the brand is there, but that's it, no
and
model.
Fury on the side. That's it, the Fury.
That's it. So from the back, you can't really tell.
No, you can't really tell. It's
And
just-
this was made in the U.S., not in Canada.
this was made in Newark, at the Newark plant,
plant,
based on
okay.
the code.
And
I can
this,
tell by the codes where it came from.
and it's got an antenna,
Yeah.
not a power, just a
it's
manual.
It's just a manual.
Only the one though, hey?
Yeah, well, some of them have them on the front.
Oh, okay.
But this one
I kind of
happened
like
to
it
have,
in the
this
back.
happened to have
I'm
it.
surprised it doesn't have two. Gives it that symmetry, but oh, it's lovely.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so Plymouth Fury, Fury on the front in the gold.
I love it.
That's it.
Just a fantastic. Hey, because it is the Golden Commando power, is that the reason the Fury logo is
I think
gold?
all the Fury had the gold. They all had
Even at the front?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't matter whether it was
Yeah, I think they're all-
Golden Commando or not. Okay. I love it. It's just wonderful. A testament to pure Americana, isn't it? Like it's just...
It's very... The guy that was in charge of design was Virgil Exner
Yes.
from Chrysler, and he was the guy that, they drove all these concepts with fins and aerodynamics and...
Virgil was a god, I swear.
And so they, they started around 56 or so, 55, 56, and 57, and...
Well, one has to wonder, if Virgil wasn't around creating these incredible designs, the car industry may have been quite different. Like I think he's the one sole name that pops up so often in the car industry as sort of the godfather of some of these types of designs. It's beautiful, beautiful. I got to see the interior. Let's have a look. Let me come around this way.
The interior is interesting too.
Oh.
It has the driver's seat is higher than the passenger seat because it's just for the driver to be a little more comfortable. And
okay, let me get past the steering wheel. So tell me the story behind
well,
this.
the steering wheel is called an aero wheel for obvious reasons. It's like an airplane. And it was only available as an option with power steering.
My God.
So when I got the car, it had an oval steering wheel that was similar, but it was oval, it wasn't square. But the whole idea was, if it's a square wheel, you don't have to have a lot of effort to turn it if it's got power steering. So when I put the power steering in, then I happened to come across the steering wheel. It was also brand new in a box when I got it.
It's just a beautiful car.
And it's called, a clear. Now,
Like
some people say
light,
people say the inside is chrome.
Oh.
And then some people say if they've been you can get these reproduced. There's a company in California that they recast them.
Right.
They get all cracked. I've got one that's all cracked. And they knock all the plastic off and they recast it. So the recast ones are clear. And then it's not, no one knows for sure whether the originals were clear when they were new and they just got yellow over the years, or whether they were made gold that way.
You know what? It actually adds character.
So,
Either way, I like the color it is.
That's the way it is. Yeah.
I love your the gears there.
Yeah, push button.
Push button.
Yeah, all the cars had push buttons up until about 62, 63,
But even your
64. 64 was push button. 65 was the first year for non-push button.
Your speedometer even. It's just magnificent.
It goes across.
Yeah.
It's like a drum.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
You go for a drive, you'll see it.
Look at the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
And it was always mounted on the dash like that.
For a few years they did, yeah.
My gosh. Look at this beauty. So you had a little bit of water come through at some point.
The back window leaked for a while.
Yeah.
But that was fixed. I fixed that and I had to replace some of this trim. I still got a little bit of work to do on the other side. It's a little bit up there. I replace it and just pick away at it.
Look at it, the door panels, everything. What is this lever here?
6-way power seat.
No.
Yep. And that's not all. Like it'll tilt.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Up and down. Goes back and forth. And
No, wait, there's more. Oh, for crying. That is unbelievable. It's like one of those infomercials, but wait, there's more. Oh, wow.
yeah. And you know why they did this? Because back in the 50s and the 60s, a lot of the ladies had those narrow, tight skirts.
Yes.
That way they can just shuffle along and
Graciously as well,
graciously
right?
sit down and slide in.
Well, heck, if it was good enough for the Kennedys or that, it's... Oh, I love that. Now, the passenger side does that too?
Yep. You can get the fold-down
my
armrest.
goodness me.
Passenger side does the same thing.
Dieter, this is just magnificent. I'm lost for words. It's a joy of a car. And this is your horn, I take it, the big ass thing there.
That's the horn, yeah.
Beautiful. Look at the size of your brake pedal too.
Yeah.
That is
Power brake,
that's
power
something.
And then this is the clock. Look at the clock, it works.
Wow.
Time's correct.
And it's not a manual clock, it's actually electric clock.
It's electric clock, but it's been converted to quartz
Ah, okay.
quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
But the nice part about it, I parked this car in December.
Right.
And I started back up in March or April, and the clock's still on time.
No way. Even with a trickle charger going, it was just working?
Well, even the battery, I charged the battery once during the winter.
Wow.
And yeah, the clocks are usually pretty well right on time. I've got
Dieter,
two
this is a gift. It really is a beautiful machine. But no power windows, manual windows.
manual windows,
And no AC.
no AC. My wife always said we should put AC in it because it's too hot to drive in the summertime.
It can
if
be,
you go to
yes.
go a long trip.
Yeah, for sure.
But I said, oh, I just open the windows.
Yeah, and I guess with the side vent
Yeah,
windows
yeah,
too, it kind of helps circulate the air a bit and whatever. It's magnificent. Well, we talked enough. Shall we go for a little drive?
Sure.
Because I'm so excited. That's solid, Dieter.
You gotta make sure it's latched.
They don't make cars like that anymore, I swear. It's just the... Oh, I love how your wipers sweep as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very German-like.
Is it?
Yeah, Mercedes do that.
And then the mirrors, that mirror is remote.
Ah,
I think it is. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not.
okay, wait. I gotta swing this seat out because I can't. Oh my goodness me. If only every car did this, hey?
Yeah.
Getting in and out would be so much easier, especially as I age.
Yeah.
Oh my. All right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. It does make getting in and out easy though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Now you can swing it out. Sit down. I just find you gotta duck your head to get,
Yeah, true. It's
especially if you're a tall person.
yeah, no kidding, right? It is actually lower than you think, but wow. Oh, and the whole bends your magic, sir. Ooh, Dieter.
Have to excuse the squeaky brakes.
Not to worry.
It goes away after I drive it
Of course.
a bit. I don't know why it does that. Every time it's parked for the winter, it squeaks until I really get onto it.
Is it because it's drying out a bit?
I guess
you
so.
think? Yeah.
It shouldn't, but it does.
That gives you something to fiddle with in the summertime.
But the square steering wheel is kind of interesting, you know?
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Well, this thing has a fair bit of get up and go.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh yes. It makes you feel young, Dieter.
It's got pretty well all the options except the air conditioning. It's just a motor. And
Oh, look at your... Oh my God, look at the speedometer.
yeah, it rolls along.
Oh. Oh, that is a joy. You could just watch that all day long and take your eyes off the road. Oh, isn't that a work of art? Man, oh man, oh man. I do feel very presidential though.
It's got that nice big car ride.
It does. And it's smooth and everything is just lovely. How many of these models are in existence now, do you reckon?
Oh, and I'm sure there's still quite a few around. You just don't see them very often.
You know, in all the car shows I've been to, I don't think I've ever seen one of these.
You know, I know, like when I go to Carlisle, which is a Chrysler show, Chrysler's at Carlisle.
Yeah.
And that's where they're all Chryslers. Well, down there, there's been sometimes 3 or 4.
Right.
Well, that's out of all of North America.
So now, how many kilometers or miles does this thing have?
This has, let me see what we can see.
Where's the gauge? Oh, it's right at the top.
52,600. But that's 100.
152.
152. Because it had just under 100 on it when I bought it.
Okay.
So I know I've driven.
You have been driving her.
Oh yeah. Well, because for quite a few years I only had this car. Then I got another car. And so all my long trips were always with this
On
car.
this one. And why not?
Yeah, it was always comfortable. And I mean,
Yes.
I've had my issues. I've had a couple of generators and that I've had to fix. I had some problems with master cylinders and brakes and just over the years.
Yes.
And exhaust. I had to put mufflers on it. And
Right.
when I bought it, it had bias ply tires on it, and they have replaced with radial tires now.
I don't know. There's just something so elegant about the wings on the back, and
Yeah.
you do really feel special and safe almost, right?
Well, when you look out the rear view mirrors, I can see the wings in the back.
You do indeed. There you go. It's fabulous. Now the radio had just the one speaker up
No,
front.
no,
It's two.
two in the
Okay.
back.
Still mono, but just AM
just
only.
AM.
Yep.
I've never had them. Like I know there's guys that convert them. They'll convert them to AM, FM, but yeah.
That's fine. You don't need it.
That's the way it came. I listen to AM radio. I don't.
But sometimes you just want to listen to the engine and the wind.
Yeah.
And it's, oh my goodness. Dita, it's such a comfortable car. I can see why you wouldn't want to part with her though.
Someday I'll have to, I guess.
Whoever gets it will be a very lucky person indeed. Now, in terms of gas, it's not the most efficient, I'm sure. Premium.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Really?
No, it's quite acceptable.
Do you have to put some octane boost or anything?
Yeah, I usually put mid-grade in.
Yep.
Mid-grade, and I'll throw in a little bit of that
Octane boost.
sea foam
Yeah, okay.
sometimes, and yeah.
Oh my God, Dita, this is just a beautiful machine. Hey, I'm gonna optimize the whole swinging seat thing because I can. Hang on, let me open the door.
Want to turn it
Oh
off?
my God,
Turn it off?
yes please. Oh, and yeah, watch my head.
Watch your head.
This is just elegance. What do you say? Like, they thought of so many things. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh wow.
No,
I guess the seat just folds down. Is there a latch? Oh, it just
it latches,
just
yeah.
goes right there.
Yeah.
So even access to the back is great.
Yeah.
Wow, Dita. And ashtrays galore.
Actually, well, there's only one in the back on this
Oh,
one.
is that
yeah,
right?
Yeah, see.
Not on the not on the driver's side. Yes.
Clean the back of that seat. Got a bit of fuzz on it. Like I said, I just got this car out a couple of days ago. It's been sitting in the back of the garage.
Okay.
I took it out, put some gas in it, and took it for a drive around the block, and that's about all that's all I've done with it.
My. Dita, she's lovely. You have a thing for Plymouth though, don't you, or Dodge?
Yeah.
Yeah? You ever bought a Ford in your life?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, we've had a Ford Falcon. We had a Lincoln.
The town car?
No, it was a Lincoln LS, the smaller one.
Oh, yeah.
2001, I think it was. And yeah, and we've had some Chevy cars over the years, and I had a couple of Chevy trucks. And
I can just picture a very presidential kind of car. It's like JFK and all the rest of it. And it's just, wow, the wing at the back. That's enough to make a grown man cry.
that was the last year for the fin.
Was it really?
61. The one downstairs, the white one.
Yes.
It's a 61, no fins.
No fin. Okay, I do like the fin.
Yeah.
I do like the fin. Wow, she's an absolute joy, Dita. Dita, again, let me thank you for allowing me to come, see your little car collection. This Fury just takes my breath away. It is Beautiful. Thank you.